know? You ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God in your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise, we've been guys from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. Welcome back to another Cocktail Social. It is Friday, my favorite day. No, Saturday is my favorite day of the week. But Friday is the beginning of my favorite day. The open. I'm not ready. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not ready for that. No, I'm not. It's the start of a wonderful weekend.
The commencement, as it were.
The commencement. And I'm here with my socialites, a special guest, Mr. Couser here on the very end.
You can call me name Peaches because it's the opening.
Peaches?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. You know what? You got to put your mic on.
Oh, yeah, I should do that.
You got to put your mic on. Yeah, now you say Peaches.
Good, that was off the record.
We have Miss Kate. Miss K, I'm sorry.
That made her seem so right.
Miss K, I'm so sorry.
She was somebody's white lady.
Look,
yeah,
I was thinking of Nate when I said it. And that's why I was like, you know what? Peaches.
The opener.
Miss K. And we have
Big Mama.
I just look so sad today.
Why are you so sad?
I don't know. I'm going to masturbate. He's going to help him out.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you masturbate and helps him out?
Well, no. I'm going to work on him.
Oh, okay. I hand job.
I got to get him.
Well, that's what buddies are for.
Yeah,
if they can't give you a good hand job, then what are they for? Yeah, what good are they?
Yeah, we all get a hand job. We all get a hand job every so often. Kable will be joining us soon, as well as Miss Mizell. But we're going to get this off and started. First of all, I want to know how everybody's doing. How's everybody's week?
Juicy.
I need to hang with you.
Mm-hmm. It's a choice. You have to choose juicy. It doesn't just.
So when you say juicy, does this have anything to do with you being named Peaches?
I mean,
how does one?
They're not in season, but yeah. Like I said, it's a choice. You have to choose juicy. Juicy's like I feel great.
Okay.
Everything's flowing how it should.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a prostate exam or colonoscopy.
That's how your week went, man.
Well, it is the beginning of the weekend.
They're there now. They're there.
It is the beginning. Mm. Okay, Miss K, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Tired.
30 hit different after a while.
Oh, bless your boots.
Oh.
We go past 30.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. God bless your heart, how you doing? Yes, sir. 30 something.
I mean, you better hold on to it. I'm still 25.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't claim 25.
I'm going to sit my cocktail on that.
Did your gloss get glossier when you lie?
I was about to say something. And Smitty, what you got him drinking? Mr. Gilmore.
Yes.
Your week. How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
Blessed.
Flavored.
Did you say flavored?
Highly flavored.
Oh, wow.
Less than highly flavored.
It looks so sad.
I'm fine.
You fine?
I'm blessed.
Okay. Anything you want to get off your chest? Anybody want to cuss out? Anybody want to cut? Okay. That's when you know something. That's when the tables is about to flip. Smitty, cap him at 2 drinks.
I was there yesterday when my direct deposit ain't hit. You ready to cut somebody?
You know, black people don't play about that.
Don't
money.
fuck with my money. And if it's direct deposit, it ain't it?
First of all, businesses that don't have direct deposit, but you have to go to the actual company and pick up your check.
I don't mind that. I'm an old-fashioned person. I like to deposit my checks in the bank.
First of all, I mind it because they never have the check ready. So when you get there at 2 o'clock, they still telling you
If
that
it's snowed, then you ain't got no goddamn check.
yeah.
Boy, I want my money.
I want my money.
That's
Or
when you
they'll
act a
tell
fool.
you that they don't have the money yet. You gotta wait 2 to 3 days, and then you gotta come pick your money up.
And you have every right to act an ass when that happens.
Or
Every
they give you
right.
a check and tell you don't cash it till Tuesday.
Oh, what African are you working for, man? Stop.
Did you say?
That's what happened to me, baby. That's definitely. Just hold this for a couple days. Pray over it.
Don't.
And God forbid you should put it in anyway.
Or if you take your check to an Ace check cashing, it's on the do not cash list.
What was this company? Tell me what this company was.
VPs go for more Africa Americas to work on themselves.
How you get up on the Ace cash check? They cash anybody check.
When you on a do not cash list, that's
You
like
could do that first check that's in your checkbook, and they'll still take that check and cash it.
when you on a do not cash list. That's like when they have your face on a carry out and be like, and they have it plastered up there, and you got a hoodie on, and it's like, yeah, don't let that motherfucker up in here because
They got your
Like a hair
Facebook
store.
profile. This motherfucker don't take no check.
This
no
person is a thief.
nothing from him.
Like Doc and Annie's, they put
Who you gotta be for Ace cash and not to cash your check? I just want to know your name. Ooh, not a church. Not a church. Who on that? Oh, Miss Gorham.
Hi.
Mama.
Hello. Yeah, when you are on a do
Did you
not
say a
cash
church?
list.
I miss McDonald's.
Madonna.
McDonald's liquor store to cash anything. Hey, man,
You can write a check
Long
on
as you-
line paper and then
cash that.
cash the fuck out.
Right, IOUs.
They cashed IOUs. Madonna was the deal.
I would go cash that check with an expired ID, and I would get my.
All you had to do is buy a shorty.
I ain't had to do that. I get my check. I would get my bus pass and call it a fucking day.
Yeah.
And if I cash my check with them, I got my bus pass free for the week.
Oh,
They had the monthly bus passes and the weekly bus passes there.
That's back when it was a little piece of paper, a little flimsy piece of paper.
Yeah, I used to go there and cash my check too. And I had an ID. I think I had like a middle school ID. It was like, yeah, this is you.
you gotta go to the radio page to do the watch party. I think.
Oh, up the street,
Up upstairs, right above.
and get some clothes.
I go to Changes, get some clothes.
Now, if you really
I'm
about
out
your
there.
Baltimore life, what was changes before it was
Right there.
changes? You ain't that old?
I ain't that old.
No, you just went too far back. I was gonna say, I was gonna say cookies, but she took it way back.
That's only because I worked for one of them.
Oh yeah,
And do y'all remember Bay Island?
that's too old. I was now.
You don't remember Bay Island? Oh yeah.
My mom ain't bring me into the city at that point. I remember Popeyes.
Back when they used to make the
Popeyes is still there.
Yeah.
Jesus store.
Oh yes, the Jesus
Remember Lexington
store.
Lady?
Oh yeah. I can't go in there. Remember Long John Silver?
Oh my God.
Did anybody even go into Long John Silver?
And like their
Every day.
It just always looks so lonely in that store.
That
Like,
contributed to all of my high blood pressure, diabetes.
and now that store has been replaced by Popeyes and what's that? Mama's or
Popeyes burned down.
there's another.
Is that what happened?
It was a big ass fire.
And Popeyes?
The first Popeyes.
Oh, okay.
That's where the Rite Aid was at. Yeah, that was the only reason we went into Mondawmin.
I mean,
But Long John Silver, I don't remember nobody ever going in. I went in there when I first got my first adult check, and I was like, I'm gonna go in this store and eat. And I was like, don't nobody eat out this store. It looked like dusty in there.
don't do that because I ate out that store on a regular, and I love that tartar sauce and that 3 fish and 3 chicken.
Who's the whore upstairs with the good ass subs?
Mama Lucia.
Mama Lucia's.
I like
Yeah.
That's still there.
Mama
Oh, they been there for a minute.
that cold cut was good.
Oh yeah.
Great cookie still there.
Is it?
It's not the same though, cause they actually cook their snickerdoodles now. You know, I like them a little undone.
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed that. They just from girl to soup. It was a dough noodle.
I like them a little undone, a little cookie doughish.
Well, with that being said, we done just kicked off the cocktail social. Grab your cocktails, join us back after these messages.
I ain't never heard that before. Yes, Carter.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. Feel me? So no matter what you up, you gotta go hard. Don't let it. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, it's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I'll just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Niggas delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for.
Now listen to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. So you just sit there and you suffer in silence. Your pride won't let you just uncover your secret. Don't wanna look weak in your image, it ain't worth losing. So you just act as if it's nothing happening. God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. Suicidal, depressed, but you won't say a thing. Too afraid of what the people may say or think. You feel alone even though the people surround you. Popping pills every night even though you know they can't solve it. The emotional pain, it just seems way too heavy. Your mind is racing, wanna scream, somebody help me. Ooh, God sees you, and God hears you. Yes, God loves you. These type of people sit right under our noses. We don't find out till we're on IG scrolling. We post a few memes, but then it keeps on happening. Something's gotta change, we gotta start talking and telling the truth without the fear of judgment.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social. I'm your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites. We are joined now by Miss Mizell, who has joined the party. And we were talking about, what, Long John Silver?
Old stores in Mondawmin.
So, and I was about to say...
Cookies.
Yeah. Someone said that it was okay to have salmonella cookies. And
It's this cookie dough. Is this cookie dough?
I mean, we used to eat
One raw egg ain't gonna kill you.
Well, it might.
It might.
It could.
It was crispy around the edges.
Around the edges.
Yeah.
And what about this weather? Yesterday,
It's fall.
it wore me
Wait a
out.
minute. Yesterday it was rain, then 80 degrees, then monsoon season.
Welcome to Baltimore.
That's Maryland for you.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't like the weather? Just wait a minute.
Right. That's just wait.
And the funny thing is that usually I'm okay with being wet. I didn't like being wet yesterday.
Because you had the clothes on.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little moisture.
And everything.
It's just the wind. I think the wind makes your wetness just worse.
And the day before was spring. Today is full-blown winter.
Yeah, there's no fall.
It's cold out there.
Let's get right to
winter.
go to what you know.
I got on long johns with the little door in the back.
Ooh. Where you get that from? I want to know where you get that from.
I don't know where you get
I ain't never seen you running the pajamas having a good time.
That is so disgusting, though, to think about it.
And the trap door.
Trap door.
It was a trap door so you could, go to the bathroom without having to take your stuff off.
Can you imagine after you go to the bathroom, then putting them back up?
I mean, it was no different than underwear, I guess.
Smitty, can you let Kable in the bar?
Because you got to sit down the right way. You can't just splat.
I mean, if you pull the flap to the front, I guess. Are we really discussing this shit?
What if you strain too hard and you piss and then you didn't have your dick in the right place? Now you can wet up the whole front of your damn shit.
Yeah, well, then I guess
you got to shake a couple more times.
So wait a minute, that would require you when you stand on the toilet to tuck it between your legs.
Well, if you
Just
shit
say that
anyway,
again?
you ain't got to tuck it. It'll fall where it's supposed to fall.
Well, you can't just let it fall, especially in a public bathroom.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because it might, you don't want no dips in the toilet.
You know,
that's true.
As long as I know, when I potty trained my son, his pot had a cup on the front.
That is so. I remember being potty trained, and I just remember hating that little cup thing. That's uncomfortable.
Keep from splashing
out. Demonstration.
Yeah, but it's like, because when you was a chunky kid, it kind of cut into your,
Into your
little thigh area.
Yeah, dick and stomach and everything all up in the goddamn cook thing. You gotta wipe the bottom of your stomach when you finish. Like, the fuck, you done pissed up underneath your meat roll.
Is the meat roll the male pooper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a male pooper. So the first...
You like it.
You know what? I had a guy with a pooper before, and he was kind of, I think he had to be about 350 pounds or something. No, I like him big too.
Oh, he was a Jabba the Hutt ass.
No, he had a big ass Yukon, and I swear he took up the first. He was in the
first couple rows. He was in the whole back seat.
He was in the front. He was the passenger and the driver at the same time.
He had his arms hanging out both windows like this in the Yukon.
And I don't want to be too descriptive, but I am going to dig.
Yeah, well.
And so what I would try to, I wanted to be intimate with him, but it was a lot of work, a lot of
What did you want to do? What was the hard part?
Getting on top and maintaining being on top.
Well, you gotta. He needed to be at an incline. You put him at an incline, then everything goes to his part.
He gonna suffocate, cause then his stomach gonna fall over his
Well, he
face.
gotta deal with that. If he wanted, he gonna have to deal with it.
I'm saying.
She said a male fupa is kind of cute.
It is kind of cute, but it's a lot of work to kind of.
It depends on the curve. How far is the fupa? If it's covered everything up, then
Yeah, because
Teresa, hey, bro.
you had to lift it and you had to
hold it.
Hold it.
Nigga, hold your stuff.
This just smell like sourdough right now. This whole conversation smells like sourdough.
I don't want you to associate anything sexual with food that could potentially be good at some point. You'll never think of it the same.
Y'all remember Roy Rogers at that sourdough
Listen.
sandwich?
First of all,
That
I'm a Westernite.
Frisco shit.
We have Roy
That
Rogers.
Roy was right there. Yeah.
And walking over there to get that sourdough breakfast sandwich. Oh my God! And fighting seagulls on the way back.
Where'd you live?
I went to Western.
They never seagulls over there?
Yeah, that parking lot full of seagulls.
You better run across.
The ocean at Mondawmin.
Right. Where was
They
the
be circling
ocean?
you like buzzards out that joint.
That's money, honey. You put
My God.
Hey, you
What my boobies?
scratch the money away. Now, don't it? You
That's what I was on.
rub it on
Roy
your
Rogers.
You gotta rub it on your ass and make it fast. That's what they say.
Rub it on your ass, make it fast.
Make it
Make the
fast.
money come fast.
Now,
Yeah.
so wait a
gonna
minute.
have
Was
a
it the left
brown
hand or
log
the right
on
hand?
It don't
The
matter.
left hand.
Oh, I thought it was the right hand. Well, Mercury is in Gatorade again.
And
Yeah,
Gatorade?
well,
Not retrograde, but Gatorade.
That's what my grandmother called it.
Mercury's in.
And
Yeah,
Gatorade.
and she went into Gatorade yesterday.
What does that, so explain that to us non-knowers.
So Mercury in Gatorade means that it affects communication. And it also deals with starting new projects. So you're not supposed to start anything new. You're actually supposed to finish old stuff and just leave things be. So work on communication, but don't start anything new. And always like double check every fucking thing, because transmissions will get jacked up because Mercury deals with communication. So
That's what happened this morning. Yeah. Because I got up in enough time, but when I blinked, it was just, it was 20, I had 5 minutes to get to work.
Anybody like Kable?
Yes.
He probably done froze over. He down that jump.
He out there, the Ashley's chaps completely frozen.
Got a frostbite on his
Yeah,
head.
so it deals with communication, and for the next, from the 31st up until the 20th, it's going to be jacked
Of November?
Yeah.
It's going to be
From the
jacked
31st
up.
Problems with
So
the
get your
communication.
crystals,
Your cars.
light your sage.
Well, how do you keep it from getting jacked up? Is it a way to prevent it?
Yeah, well, no, it's
Being,
just,
being vigilant.
No.
honestly, just,
Seriously, watch what the fuck you say.
that's
Be
absolutely.
mindful what the fuck coming out your mouth.
Because I experienced that this morning where, you know, somebody sent a text message and it made me get the screw face like, "Bitch, what?" So, yeah, I agree. And it made me irritated for the rest of the day.
Also, don't text. If you really
Right.
got something to say, don't text that
Yeah,
shit.
because there's going to be
There's
Right.
no tone,
And
there's
that's
no
what it is,
wordage.
right.
there's- Somebody could be saying something, and they really just asking for the fucking toilet paper, but you took
And
it
you
as,
like, what?
I'm going
That's
fuck
crazy
you up.
because
so
I
what?
saw that happen to somebody over that damn direct deposit yesterday, and they just took it to a whole other.
You fuck up my money,
Extreme.
you should go to a whole
That ain't,
level.
that ain't Mercury in
That ain't
Gatorade. That is just.
No, but they were communicating via email and text, and like you said, there's no tone, there's no like you can't hear
Heard
how
my
the
last
person.
email, have my fucking money.
Or
Yeah.
else.
Okay.
Or else.
When I don't get paid, I don't work. If you ain't got my money, then I'm going home.
Oh, I'll show up.
Because I don't volunteer for it, motherfucker.
Because I don't want you to think that I'm defiant. I'll show
I
up to
am.
work. But what I'll do is, I'm just going to sit there. I can be a fucking statue. But I'm not doing
The Bible
it.
says
can
if a
see your
man
ass
don't
just-
work, then a man don't eat. So if you don't pay me, then I don't work.
Bible said that.
If a man don't work, then he don't eat.
The Bible said a lot of stuff that you had to question.
You just my ignorant ass
Never
person.
lied.
Talk about if a man don't work, he don't eat.
Yeah.
I'm a eat. I'm a
You
eat.
ain't advertising.
Men don't work nowadays. And they still
What?
Because they got
They eating better than the motherfuckers that are
Pussy,
working.
pussy. You gotta eat that shit real good.
Yeah, they
Pastor
work.
Wilson, that shit.
Yeah, I didn't name the damn move after him.
Now, what did Pastor Wilson do? Because I kept saying that.
You sit right there, baby.
Was it a video of him doing it?
Yeah. Hold tight, sugar. I got you.
No, not the pastor.
Yeah, well, you know, it happened. But did you see the response though?
Yeah, I eat that shit, and I'll do it again.
I'm a man. I like pussy. I was like, well, I ain't mad with you because he ain't never lied.
I mean, my thing is just the fact that it's boundaries. I don't know why you want to. First of all, it looked him doing it looked really
awkward.
like it, yeah.
Because he's her grandfather. Clearly,
Yes,
he's
so it was like
okay, but grandfathers like having sex too.
But not.
But you don't want to see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no.
Nobody
grandfathers
wants to
is out here having sex. The only
Nobody wants to see Pop eating the body.
Then they ain't gotta watch it.
He ain't got to tape it.
What if it was his wife?
He taped himself in it?
No, whoever was getting the service
Well,
the sugar baby. The sugar baby.
It's something for everybody. Shit, somebody in his age group better be like, oh,
So she planned on taping that.
I think
what got me was, and I had to learn a move from Pastor Wilson when he did that shit from the side.
Wait a minute.
I was like, damn.
He been around for a minute.
Before.
And see, that's what you pay attention to your elders.
Exactly. He's teaching a valuable lesson.
He
This
did.
is what you do.
For these young guys who let they know what they
And look,
doing.
and he ain't stopped at the crotch. He went all the way
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
back door.
She said, we had somebody comment and they said it's just the fact that it was the wife's friend's daughter.
Oh!
Wait.
See, I ain't know all that.
So his wife's friend's daughter?
Oh, scandal.
She did one.
Because the Lord is my shepherd.
Hold on,
So is he a real pastor though?
the real kind.
No.
She was in that bitch.
She said she in line to get next.
I ain't lying. Shit, I saw it. I was like, Tommy.
Shit, I'm like, I want a solo.
I mean,
He ate pussy out the side of his mouth.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's why he elder. That's the
I'll tell
elder.
you something. The
Wait a
next
minute, it was his
Sunday.
wife's
Somebody onto her that.
The next
Not
Sunday.
the wife's best friend, because he
got
didn't want that old bitch.
over
He wanted
offering.
the daughter.
He got the over offerings. Let me tell you, the
Come to my house after
building
church.
fund was taken care of. The usher board got new uniforms.
Even the drummer was in line.
Can I tell you something?
But he married though, right?
We already said it was the wife's friend's
Oh
daughter.
my God.
That's where it was wrong. You didn't get a shit for eating your wife's homegirl's daughter's pussy.
Yeah, well.
I hope the wife. No, that's something
First
wrong
of all,
with
it was just wrong if he was cheating.
that. So,
And then who you cheating with?
Yeah, that makes it worse.
And you let her film
I'm gonna
you?
go to the cocktail
Yeah,
question.
shoot to the cocktail.
I'm gonna go to the cocktail.
How you?
Hey, Smitty!
How do I do?
Smitty
deep dive.
need to let
Don't
you know.
leave.
If you don't get the whole face immersed,
See, that's what I feel like. Like, my beard got to be dripping when I come about that shit.
but I also think that you're not supposed to just limit it to the
You
pussy.
gotta tickle the pussy.
You gotta
with
go
your beard.
everywhere down there. You gotta do it all.
Smitty, Cable's at the door. Can you let him
When you
in?
take your beard in and you throw it in the pussy, it does something extra.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Not everything you
just got grace.
But I'm a very meticulous person. You gotta be clean. It gotta smell a certain kind of way. That
My first experience, it was
You ate pussy?
like she went the wrong way.
You ate pussy?
I'm older than you, sir.
Well, fuck out. I'm in shock.
Don't be in shock, sir.
God damn.
See,
Don't cease to amaze.
shut your book.
No. Sure can. Because I surely knew that book
shit don't
said.
count when you little like that. They be like, you show me yours, I show you mine.
We grown.
Yeah.
I ain't had nothing to do about you being
I thought
grown. Oh my. Well,
We all have had experiences.
I learned something.
And can I tell you something?
Nate has played in a box.
I mean, I played in a lot of boxes.
Hey, well, man.
Well, you was a big old freak.
I mean, you can't judge a book.
Bleu the stallion over here.
Well, he is a cat. You know cats love boxes.
You ain't never lied.
I love big boxes.
Don't they all?
I know a big bitch that would love to get you to eat her pussy.
No!
Okay. You know what you
The one that you like.
Who? I ain't never been in it before.
I'm messing with you. I know which way you're
I
talking
got
about.
today, but he done synced it.
So, a question from boxes.
Little pound cake.
If you could carry a weapon without any consequences around, what would you carry?
A great
rocket launcher.
love God.
Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you with a rocket launcher. You ain't even got to use the bitch. You can just have it on your shoulder, just walk around with it. Ain't nobody gonna mess with
An Uzi or a midget with a gun.
you. On your back.
Right.
And then you
so
can
when
sit
say-
them up on that
and that
motherfucker. He can get tall. They
You
can
like a fucking Power Ranger transform out this bitch. A Tommy gun just going off at that
If you could carry a weapon without any consequences, what would it be?
For me, it would just be a gun. I don't like all that other stuff. This real simple to the point. Just
lightsaber.
But when I think of you saying that, I think of Hall of Knights.
the little tiny gun.
Don't shoot that little fucking motherfucker. Quick, you kill my brother, quick.
They were like,
Don't you shoot that little motherfucker no more. They're supposed to say, ah.
Yeah, I just messed with
I said you all fucking dumb as shit.
what about you, Miss K?
So
He
I
is
just
back
need to
outside.
clarify. Like, is it just carry or
fuck?
I get to use it
I mean, it's no
without
Please go get him.
consequence?
No, yeah.
I want a knife.
A knife?
Yeah, well, yeah, because see, a knife is
I think I
personal.
would. Yeah,
Oh,
I think I would
22.
enjoy torture first.
Oh my
I just
goodness.
want a toolbox. Just walking around with a tool, like the
Dexter.
dude from off of, like
I
the
ain't
dude
got
from
time
off
for
of
torture. I
Scandal.
want you dead.
Oh,
I'm
the
tired of
Scandal?
fucking around.
You
When I
want-
want you dead, I want
Oh.
you dead.
That
He just
dude-
had a toolbox. He was like, okay, what I want to use on you today.
I ain't got time
Rolling around
to
like
fucking
a- like a-
visits and shit. I want your ass.
I don't hate that
fucking
many
out
people that
the
had to
way.
have no weapon. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, I do. I want you fucking gone.
You know what? I
wanna
love the
play
fact it's a
first.
balance today. I have 2 Geminis and 2 Sagittarius with me.
Oh, you like special.
Who's the other Gemini?
Kill that bitch.
Kill the bitch.
I want to play first.
That's the other extreme. Like, if I'm there, you done. But then the other part, I just like to play with you like a cat.
Others is like, I want to fuck your mother while shooting you, so you can really go out seeing that shit.
Now, is that just
I
a
don't think I
fetish?
hate nobody that much.
That seems a little.
I don't know nobody that I really hate enough to want to have to kill them. And then it's like,
And
if I'm
fuck your
gonna
mother at the same
well,
time.
Now, if you
That's
got
what
I do
Now, we
know
just
that.
talk about killing just to be killing type shit. Now, I can think of some real sophisticated shit to do.
I'm about to say, you know, what type of murders are you speaking of?
You know what?
Come on, Harley Quinn.
I know, right? My
Harley,
Harley.
Harley's waking
My
up. yo.
Harley, like, laughing on you.
Get back in here.
Oh, see, so demanding.
Yeah, you over here.
So
I was
demanding.
making sure he was there. That,
Yeah, he can join the seat. He can move on and stuff. You staying
Oh,
with
we
us
gonna be
today.
tight. Ooh, we tighten it up then.
Not Gemini.
Yeah.
I'm still on fuck your mother while I kill you.
I done fucked a few people's mothers.
Oh.
I'm a real motherfucker.
But this day and age, that shit go range from anywhere.
I ain't gonna,
Oh, that's funny.
I
That
ain't
don't
gonna
even look
lie,
like
when
that.
I
Shit
was
different.
22, this motherfucker stole my money, and I fucked his mother.
Did you get? I mean, was that like
Felt good
payback?
as shit.
Did it
Yeah,
felt?
hell yeah.
Did you
'Cause
want
he
the
loved his
money?
mother so much. I wanted my fucking money back too. But
So that mean it wasn't that good. It
My
wasn't.
goddamn money.
so since he didn't pay up, I knew one way to get him emotionally was I fuck his mother because he loved his mother.
Was it good?
Plus she was good as shit. I fucked her a few times after that. And then after while I fucked her, I went to go piss. His room door was open. I said, shit, let me go get my fucking money too. I went and got my money, went back, got my dick sucked and walked out.
You know what?
You a nigga.
I didn't sign up for this change.
Karen, hold on, Karen. You met him before she had the gold tooth.
Oh no, not
Old chick with the gold. Yeah, that. Oh my God, I used to love a chick with a gold tooth.
Is she still on in your arsenal?
Hell, fuck no. That bitch old as shit now. I was 22 then.
Like 72.
Motherfucker old. Pussy on a walker.
You think I did good when you were younger, but I ain't got no teeth now.
She looked like a
Wow.
She looked like a hood ass Samoa.
I'm just not even ready for that.
You can't be ready for
She
nothing
sound
like
like dick in
that.
the back of Melvin's. That bitch was good.
And what? That's why I
I went to
happened.
Melvin's one time. I never go back.
You know when you had that remote control and
That
you got
bitch gobbled my balls like it was no joke.
Roll the batteries a little bit. Maybe if I warm
She did
them
the
up.
vibration shit like my nut sack was vibrating. Wait a minute.
I don't know whether to be impressed with this stuff.
So are you still friends with this person? Are you still friends with this gentleman?
Sure. You know I fucked this motherfucker good too.
Oh
Sleep.
Man, her pussy not curdle. She could have been paying my child.
Smitty! Smitty!
You know it was good fucking her with a hot flash
You
because
know
her
when
pussy
you,
was
when
real
you got
hot.
like fur on your face.
Right.
She had a hot flash, showed it my dick. It was wonderful.
What is in his cup?
Security! Security!
Saying cottage cheese. Motherfucker.
Commercial break. Go to commercial.
Oh God.
My God!
Go to commercial.
Oh God.
Yes.
Y'all wanted me to talk.
He's awake now.
Look like she making
With
fly.
that,
Like she
this is
make
the
homemade
Cocktail
grapes.
Social. We are at this time. The cocktails are flowing. Get your cocktails.
My eye is
Join us
jumping. I can't
after
do
these
this.
messages. We'll be right back.
My
This
ears
is
are
Big
bleeding.
Stone.
Oh God. Oh God.
The Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this. Money should go to if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week. You don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the Passover. King of haters out the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pan I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I beat the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, the weed too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry favors, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patients run that, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't losing sleep while your third eye always on me. I'm steady green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king. We're chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. Yeah, man, like if I got it, then you got it. Yeah, man, but if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a hateful ass nigga. Like I was never there when you never had figures.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to the Cocktail.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
We are joined by another socialite, and you see that this is a whole party. So we have Kable, who brought us his hot drink.
Eyeballs around there.
I thought he was bringing a specimen.
Right. Damn, we don't need
that. Look like you need some water, baby.
Right, because it's cloudy.
Next in that bitch. You know how he get revenge. She throws
He'll taste it. Got all types of piss in there.
What's the juice in it?
Bad piss.
Bad piss.
It's funny. Get the motherfucking
It smells good.
Are we on?
We're live.
Okay. What's happening?
Oh, we're live.
So, the question was, is it me? Can y'all check y'all mics?
Is it me?
Yeah, check your
Microphone. Oh, is it because it's
Oh. Yeah, separate.
Technically.
Yeah, put that down. Put that. No, that right there. Yeah.
How about now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
We're good?
Can you hear me now?
Okay. Because I know people be
Can
like,
you hear
oh
me
my
now?
God.
Next time.
Can you hear me now?
It might be because your mic is rubbing the outside of your shirt.
I did, but then it's going to be over there. Put it right here.
It smells good. It's probably that peach.
It do smell good. That's better.
With the
Thank
eyeball
you.
juice.
Conjunctivitis punch.
He just got a whole
All this is
brain
fucking Boone's phone.
That's the alcoholic for y'all.
Fuzzy navel.
Boone's phone.
That's what I said. That's what it sound like.
It's speaking your migraine.
It sound like
The hangover shit.
Delicious and nutritious.
That's the plus for pink eye he serving you.
Oh, God, no.
Not pink guy.
Okay, so the question was, if you could carry a weapon without any consequences, what would you carry?
A good old blade.
Old black lady beater from the family.
As my brother would say, a tickler.
A what?
A tickler. Tickle your gizzards.
Tickle your gizzards. Tickle your gizzards. Get up in here.
I don't know, because I mean, I guess it depends on what's going on. Like, if it's on some old, some old apocalypse type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I said a rocket launcher earlier, but that's only one goddamn shot. You know what I mean? I can blow up a lot of shit, but that's it.
Get you an AIDS bomb.
What's a tickler?
Oh, come on! Too soon, dude.
It's not, no.
A what bomb?
No, don't let him repeat it. Don't make him repeat it. Don't make him repeat it. Please don't.
I think he is in his dome.
Please don't.
I see it.
Don't
I
repeat
see he is in his dome.
No one is ready for that shit.
Hey, rubbing them motherfucker. Ain't my goddamn motherfucker. Ain't got nothing to do with rubbing them.
They gonna keep on saying some crazy shit.
Oh, God.
See, you should have did that before the show started. You can't. It's too late now.
Smooth one off and shit, bro. You ain't going there to smooth one off.
I'm going with
Okay.
Somebody call Alexa.
Feedback.
This gets, but y'all gotta keep going though. This keep going.
What are you talking about for real?
I would carry. What would you carry, Kable?
I mean, I'm not a weapon person, so, but if I had to choose on I would.
He gonna use it as a weapon.
Just hit him upside the head with it.
Because
I thought that's what you meant by tickler.
The clown them motherfuckers with a dildo in it.
they're water submersible for up to an hour. They're
I
USB
guess I would just
chargeable.
carry a bunch of hand bones and just.
You just said, okay, are you talking about if you was like a sadistic, crazy ass person with, okay, let me think.
Harley Quinn with a
Harley, that's my baby, that's me.
Then I think biological warfare is the best way to go.
No, because that ain't no fun.
But how you gonna
That ain't no goddamn fun.
Because everybody gonna die that way.
Okay, see, this depends on what they did to me. Cause see, the more they did to me, the more sadistic.
Right, I would like to.
Okay, well,
I can't just be evil just for the sake of being evil. You gotta do something to me.
I have one. I love watching shit burn up.
Yeah.
So first of all, so that was mine.
I find fire is very
It's sexy.
It's very relaxing and
well, no, I don't like that people get hurt in them, but I find it very like I stare at them and be like, this is very nice.
Sit there and watch somebody burn. Huh?
I get it.
No, not the person. Unless I'm like,
I get it.
that they'll shoot out. So, if she was on fire, I wouldn't offer my spit to help her.
I ain't got nothing much spit to help her, so I can tell you, ain't never lying.
So I would use a flame.
I just said.
One, it depends. Do a full.
That's what the sickle is for.
Right.
I feel like it depends on what they did to you in order to pick the proper weapon. No, it's too quick. See, if you want it, no, it's painful.
I don't want to
But it's quick.
I want you to get it before you go.
I want you to
It's
know.
too quick.
Have you seen the show Dexter?
I don't want no fucking.
He's got like a makeup brush kit where you unroll it.
Yeah, I want to be like hot on candle.
I don't like picking.
Matter of fact, you know what's a prime example?
I don't have to run up the knife or machine. I run up
You gotta do
You know what's a good one? Yeah, nice was a good time thing. It's good for personal shit. It's gonna be like if you and the perfect, what was it? It was called
like she goes play with her. She throwing out.
Yeah, law-abiding citizen, he numbed him up first. And he was the Catholics
used to rape you with a hot poker. They literally, they would bend you over, take a big long rod, lead that bitch up, and then shove it up your ass.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's some
That's
shit.
very
And they did that in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, in the name of
Did it make it all the way down?
The fuck do I know? I wasn't there. You ordered from me. All I know is I read it. I just said,
Come on, commercial.
We want to go to commercial.
Yeah, because it got.
Smitty, I need a refill.
Yeah,
you want torture? Go to the cat.
Get your cocktail. Join us. Comment. This is Be Exposed Radio. This is the Cocktail Social Beat with my Socialites and I have Bleu water.
Thought you gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Man, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio. It is what it is. 9/11.
Are they ready to? I know they're not ready to accept it, but yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, how many of them are really ready to think about it like that?
None.
You know, like
I think the problem is
like
I don't even know how we got here, but it's inbred. You're not born to hate people. You're not born to distinguish between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. That's something that you're taught. You're taught. Point blank, period. My daughter came home and told me that her white teacher was black. Maybe it's because it's how she treated her. She don't see any color. But when it comes to all her friends, all her friends are mixed. All of her friends have a white parent, black, African, Hispanic, other parent.
So
children don't see color. You breed your children. Not breed.
Right.
You raise your children to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
They don't see racism.
Well, I guess
I met a little girl who had a black doll, and she said because the black dolls are prettier than the white dolls. But then I've taken a black doll and a white doll and put it in front of two kids, and it's a study that they've done before. You put it in front of two kids, and you put it in front of a kid, and you ask them which one is the nice one.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9 a.m.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'm gonna show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way. Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them. But her son was so beautiful when she kissed him. Blame it on love, but nigga she could've died with. Destroyed the whole world and found out she was a side chick. The nigga loved his wife and it got hard to hide it. So when Gwen confronted him, he ain't even denied it. Her fault, depends on who you asking. She tried to be a stripper, but the tip out was taxing. Buying all the purses, trying to keep up with the fashion. And her mama hated babysitting with a passion. She deserved better circumstances. A black queen, she should've been blessed with certain chances. Look down upon, getting all of hurting glances. Making men change up all the twerking stances. She never cried about the pain, only gritted her teeth. But most soldiers never get a flower or a wreath. She like G.I. Jane in the war with no relief. Don't recognize why killers was going through her beat. She said more prayers than the nun did. After seeing so much struggles with only one kid, the clinic said baby number 2 couldn't be undid. 9 months later, delivery and it's one big. But this time it was an older dude. But the shit happened so fast, she barely know the dude. Damn, but we all make mistakes though. And the older we get, that's how mistakes go. So he claimed the baby, now with no money. He said shit was hard and his dollars was kinda funny. Real was feeling like that was strike two.
Listen to this flashback of Skyline Radio Show.
So where we at? Where we talk about the effects and what's going on in these schools.
Yeah.
And what people don't understand. Just real briefly, I just want to talk a little bit about what people say bullying is or is not. So bullying comes in many forms. It's a teasing, it's the cyberbullying, it's the texting, it's the phone calls, it's the posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure that when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay and I'm okay with me and there's nothing wrong with me and I'm amazing and I'm blessed and I'm strong and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skyline Radio Show. Radio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
The whole goddamn thing.
Since a little nigga, 2-time felon and I'm still with it. Know your man telling and you roll with him. Find out that you jealous, you a whole nigga. Chose by another nigga, bitch, damn. This chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do, and you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over, or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social. We had a very nice conversation before the break.
Oh my God.
And so, everyone is nice and I wouldn't say that.
Speak for yourself. I mean,
I'm not drunk. But I will say that the next cocktail question is, if you had to name the most important ingredient of human behavior, abuse, characteristic, it's a physical quality, what would it be? Whatever. What's the most important for human beings?
You in love? I think you in love. Love is always a strong and compassion.
But how do you find that?
I don't know.
So you want to act
abstract? I mean, it's like some.
If you had the most important ingredient,
I hear Robin too.
That's just his mic.
I don't know, because I guess personality. Because if you got a jacked up ass person, you can be as pretty as you want to be. But if your personality is jacked, you can be a very ugly person.
I was gonna say personality / intellect.
Yes, because I love me a smart.
You could look like a mud duck beaver, but your conversation and your intellect could change you into a swan.
Say it again, it could look like a what?
A mud duck beaver.
I've seen a mud duck before.
That is equivalent to a Dundalk 3.
A Dundalk 3?
A Dundalk 3.
Y'all heard it here live on the Cocktail Social. If you a Dundalk 3,
you is a mud duck beaver.
You is a.
What is a Dundalk 1 and 2? What is
motherfucker girl animal? I think
you are a mozzarella if you are a Dundalk 3. But I will say.
Look like a duck-billed platypus. Confusing.
So what's the characteristic? What is the most important ingredient to human being?
But in terms of somebody you're attracted to, or
if you had to say this person is a beautiful individual,
I'm about to say, help me out.
Personality.
Hold on,
Yeah,
you said
person.
define it. Are you talking about just someone you're attracted to, or humans as a whole?
I got it as humans as a whole.
I did too.
That's what I thought, but then it tried to turn to attraction.
yeah, I'm gonna say just humans as a whole.
Yeah.
Human being. What would make you a beautiful human?
For me,
a beautiful
it's
person.
intellect and personality. Oh no.
You said personality?
It's definitely
That makes y'all think.
Personality and intellect together, like
just honesty.
for people as a whole. Because
if you look good, but you dumb as a brick,
baby, listen.
I don't have patience for you. And I'm gonna tell you something. If
That's
you
a lot
really
of making
fucking
no
dumb,
game.
like it almost makes me feel like I need to be mean to you. Like
Oh my God, that has to be
like
like
you're so fucking dumb. Like I can't do it. I can't do stupidity.
at all.
That's like,
I cannot.
I don't give a shit.
If you talk stupid,
you go. Well, snap bitch with the golden glow. But if you dumb as a brick, I can't work with you
at all.
I can't do it. But if you could be an ugly motherfucker and be smart and you
have a conversation,
it's like Shabba Ranks syndrome.
Nigga.
Remember Shabba Ranks?
Yes, I do.
Everybody was like, that's an ugly motherfucker, but he was sexy all at the same time because it was something.
It was his money.
I don't know. But some people used to call Shabba Ranks sexy, but I mean, he was definitely some strange.
Like for me, Lil Wayne is not attractive.
No. But I like Lil Wayne.
How Endeavor. He's super smart.
And he's
I'm attracted to his brain. I have a total nerd crush on him.
I do too.
What's his goddamn?
I got a nerd crush on Lil Wayne.
What was funny? You look like you just want to be nice, but you was like.
You don't like?
I mean, to each their own.
So what would be a quality for you?
A quality for me.
What would be? Yeah. What would it be?
I mean, it could be just. I just want to say humility. I think that just sums up a lot of things.
Somebody humble.
Somebody very humble, down to earth. You know, understanding to one's feelings. A little bit of sensitivity, honesty. That's humility to me. So that's what I find attractive. Is a person like that.
He is such an answer right now.
Aww. I'm just being.
honest.
Yeah, I know. I would have seen that. I'm just being honest.
And what about you, sir?
For me, I just want somebody that's honest.
Honesty is sexy to you?
It is. It's sexy.
You'll at least be a good liar.
I need you to be all the way on that.
I feel like you just don't even really respect me to lie bad to me. Like,
That pisses me off. See, because if you lie bad to me, that's telling me
that means you think I'm stupid. Right.
You think I'm gonna need this bullshit that you done came up with, this concoction of a lie that you done came up with. I ain't been good.
Candace said common sense, and that is a good quality.
Common sense ain't common. Common sense ain't common.
No, it's not.
Isn't common. You know, for me, I would think that, me personally, I think that is consideration and compassion. I think that makes you a beautiful person. Like, if you're very considerate, like, if you consider a person's situation, consider, you know, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, I think that's very sexy.
But the only thing
and
about being
compassion.
considerate is sometimes you get burned being considerate. Because you can be considerate for, you know, you can be really considerate of, you know, people's feelings and how you handle things and things like that, and then people can turn around and.
But we can't stop that. But we can't allow people like that to stop us from being who we are, because that can go for a lot of things. That can go for love, relationships, honesty. That can go for everything.
True,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying stop it from being stop it from being, from you being who you are. But you gotta know who's worthy of it.
Oh, definitely.
Because
Amen.
Yeah. But if you're not careful, it can stop you from being who you are. You know what I mean? There are some things that are innately who you are, and somebody else may not be able to handle it. They may not be able to take you in your authentic self.
Right.
And because they can't take it and they express it to you, then you begin to kind of subdue who you are, and you begin to change who you
And
are.
some people and just to add to that, some people don't even understand it or know what it is because they never received it. So when you give it, they can't acknowledge it. Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I try not to allow people to change who I am as a person. I mean, some people have done it. Trust me, I'm human. But I try to resort back to who I am, because I'm never going to allow someone to break me down.
At some point, you
to
feel
that point.
like you know, it's like you start to feel like, okay, if like, say for instance, okay, if you're a compassionate person, somebody that cares about other people's feelings, and then they don't give you that same respect, it kind of makes you know, once you start feeling foolish, it's like, look,
But you know what? I think the rhetoric that we should be selfless and giving without expectations of someone giving to us.
That's some bullcrap.
I understand that, but at the same damn time, you know, if that's who you are, and there's somebody, you know, you got some people out here that, like, okay, you're a giving person or whatever, and then you have somebody that's out here that's constantly taking. And even though you're a giving person, it's like, okay, if I see that you are only using me to take, it's like, okay, now I have to be like, okay, I can't.
Right, because that's what I was about to ask you. Who you should be more mad at, the person or you? Because, and that's where I see where you're going. Exactly. I don't agree with that one statement, because I'm a person that I give, and I don't expect nothing back because that's just how I
And you
am.
shouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you really give it from your heart,
Yeah, you shouldn't expect anything back.
if you give somebody something,
Lies.
like
I mean, what I'm saying is, when people say that, I feel like people are keeping a scorecard or how much I've done for you, man.
And what I'm saying, so when I say that, when we have this idea that we have to be selfless and giving without the expectation, it's setting yourself up for being like for failure and humiliated. The reason why I say that is because you do deserve it. It's about reciprocity. And so my thing is that if you're pouring out and pouring out and pouring out, and no one's pouring into you, you don't have anything to give. And so then you walk away empty. And so what you
I'm getting ready to piggyback on that. A wise woman once told me, never involve yourself in a relationship where the other person has less to lose than you do. Like, never involve yourself in a relationship where if the shoe were on the other foot, they would have no resource to be able to pour into you the way you are pouring into them. If they can't reciprocate what you're putting out, you need to let that go.
No, I think y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying when I say that, because I think y'all are going on relationships, and I'm talking about more as I think I'm talking about as a whole. You know, of course, with relationships, I expect give and take. You know, I expect 50-50 with any kind, but it's times. Romantic. But I'm saying it's times where I do things and I do it just out of the goodness of my heart. I don't expect nothing back. Right. You know, I'm not saying I do it 100% of the time. I ain't that dumb. I don't got it like that. But it's majority of times I do stuff for people where I don't expect anything back. I just expect you to just be a friend to me, be there for me. You know what I'm saying, when I need you, but I'm not doing this so I could keep a card saying, oh, bitch, remember when I did this? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't mean that.
You weren't genuine.
You weren't genuine.
No, I don't mean that
Maybe
at all.
I'm misunderstanding what y'all saying.
Yeah.
But
What I'm saying is that when I pour out into anyone or I pour out or invest any of my energy, I have an expectation.
Yes.
I expect you to, if you're not doing for me, I expect you to consider the fact that I'm doing and pay it forward.
Right.
Do something with it. But don't just take from me and expect that I'm just going to allow it, because no, I have a standard.
Not only that, but then you squander that, and then you look back to me to come on and replenish you yet again. No son, no man.
I think that you can still be yourself.
You can't say no and
You can
still
be yourself without, okay, if you know and you know that, okay, this is here on when they need something.
That part.
You know how to carry the person. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to give to this person that you know is only going to take and not give anything back to you. So I feel like you're not being outside of your character by doing so. You know, if you decide that, okay, well, I'm a giving person, but this person is not worthy of me giving to them because they're a user or whatever, I don't think that alters who you are by doing that.
Right.
You know,
like, because I had people that would hit me up, like a couple of friends of mine, I helped them out. Like, they would hit me up, be like, yo, can you send me like $10, $20 of cash if I broke down these gas? Sure. You know, I did it a couple of times. But then when I seen that it was an ongoing cycle, I looked at it, I was like $10 for gas. They stopped asking. It just shows up a cash app.
Like you pay allowance to this motherfucker. Like, hold up, bitch, you call it every fucking Friday. When I get paid, asking for $10. Now I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I look at it and I stop. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
So my thing is that when you're in a situation, who do you turn to?
When I'm in a situation, I have the people like all of my friends.
And you turn to them same individuals
that you give to.
That I give to. A couple of them I can,
right.
Not all of them.
So that's my thing. It's like my whole thing is that if I'm in a bind, can you support me?
Can you reciprocate?
Well, you know, that's when you just learn your friends and your family members and
you just got to know how to play.
I'm not saying be stupid to it, because you know definitely I pick and choose when I decide to do it. If I'm able to give it, like if I know a certain person called me and they need help, I don't expect them to help me back, but they help me. But they help me in other ways versus financial, everything.
And that's fine.
You know
and that's fine.
You know, if I'm depressed and down, I know I can call you. Right. You're going to be there. Versus that friend that I can call and get money from, who I can't talk to because they so you know.
Right.
Or the person that you can't get money or conversation out of.
Right.
What?
Because if you're giving intimately and the other person isn't, Like, they're just taking.
Oh, we talking about sex?
Oh, yeah, the sex.
Oh, baby, now that's where I draw the line.
That's a motherfucking problem.
Now we going to a whole different subject. Listen, I have my position that I play, and I expect you to play. Baby, I'm not going to. Well, look, listen, I'm not ashamed to express what I do sexually at all. So don't let me go there. All right. I'm not scared.
I don't need no more now.
So that's why I said it the way I said it. I have particular needs that I like, and you have particular needs. But if I see that I'm only giving you what you want, like if I'm doing only the oral and you think you're just gonna stick it in and you're not eating or sucking, like bitch, we gonna have a problem. You know, I'm just saying, it just comes sometimes.
Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad. See, because if you try that shit on the train.
And that's for anyone sexually. You want to be pleased just as much as you. I know my shit is A1.
Why you bullshitting? Why you
I'm
this
a
goddamn cup and pour this motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Give me some of them balls.
You got balls all up in there. Look at them balls.
I'm just saying that's for anyone.
Get out, be polite. Pour that motherfucker in the cup.
If you give your A1 game, at least. If you're giving me A1, at least give me B+. I mean, but you can't be giving me D, F. I'm great.
Oh, so you?
Because I don't expect. Listen, I don't expect everyone to do what I do just as good as me. But you got to bring something to the table.
You right?
That's gonna
Because you don't want no pillow princess. This man.
I don't want no selfish. No, I'm not a pillow. No, I'm a rough rider.
It was there. This is the Cocktail Socialites. Get your cocktail. We'll be right there. I'm Blue Waters, and this is Be Exposed Radio.
Yeah.
All right. Rough Rider.
This unknown to find who we really are. Crash into something new. Take a break from our broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that she can't get enough. Show enough, she couldn't. It's all for me. Oh no, she couldn't. It's all for me. Touching hands till we dance in the dark. Show enough, she couldn't. It's all for me. We do whatever you like.
Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Cocktail
This
Social.
is hot and moist. Thank you.
And this is Be Exposed Radio. I'm your host, Blue Waters, and these are the Socialites. And I don't know what
this is.
Every time.
What just happened?
If I had a date, wait a minute, hold up. And where?
So I want to ask the females and the males and the men. Oh, wait a minute.
He said, Oh no, I wasn't calling me a female. I was
No, this is perfect time.
What's up, turkey in this motherfucker?
I mean,
what you asking the females?
I'm asking the females if the roles were reversed and you were men.
Okay.
What type of man would you be?
Oh, I fuck the shit out of a bitch. Get over here. I'll tell motherfucker to tell motherfucker girl for me. She be catching the bitch with me.
wait.
Walking bow-legged, looking like she got off a horse with a saddle.
I need a Bible. Somebody got the Bible on that phone.
The fact that you asked the question, people know
Holy water.
to think about it. You just came right out.
Yes.
Like you thought about this shit.
What would you, as a male, Miss Kable, how would you be?
I will be a whore with an incredible raw habit.
You would do it raw?
I would have a terrible raw habit.
Bad backing.
Hey.
With the same person, please.
I mean, you can't be a man whore.
It will be terrible. It will be terrible.
First of all,
I just hope you fall in love in your next lifetime. Please, just fall in love at like 2.
Okay, so for the guys.
Oh, don't you do it.
For the guys. For the guys. If you were the opposite sex, what type of female would you be?
Baby, let me tell you something.
He's a whore.
Let me tell you, I will say this, and I will say this only on here, and I will be real.
Yes.
As a gay black man who plays the role that I do,
Yeah.
I am so jealous because I just have to say it. No, because I have to say it. I'm so I would wish I could get double fucked at the same time by two niggas.
Oh, that's a special guy.
Every time I look at straight because I love watching DP. Because I love the fact that the bitch can get fucked in her ass and pussy, and I get real jealous. I be like, you lucky bitch.
Actually, I don't get jealous of it because I think DP.
That's hard work. I can do it.
I did that.
I can't. How you do it before? What hole you had?
I didn't have a
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I've done.
Maybe you missed the part when I said one in the puss and one in the ass. I don't want two in my ass, baby. No,
it's a
thank
good
you.
feeling.
I'm up. That's fine. I will
Not
take
for
it.
me. I was a participant.
Hell, man,
It wasn't me.
Because you know, when we were supposed to be
Let me take this shit off my page.
I'm okay with one in the bottom and one in my mouth.
It's a good feeling.
I'm dead.
If it ain't you.
If it ain't me.
What you talk about two? Oh my god, that's even special. When it's like an orgy, they got like one of her puss, one of her ass, one of her mouth. Like, I'm jealous as shit. I'm jealous. I'm being real. I'm being real.
I just want to have a prayer circle.
So
This
I'll
is
be
going
mad as a
to
bitch.
as a woman, what would you be?
I think I would. I think I would definitely. Knowing what I know. Yes, I would. Knowing what I know.
No.
And then you like you be that woman that would constantly keep playing with it, talking about why is this like moving it aside?
Just knowing what I know, I've seen too much. I have 12 uncles. I've just seen it all. Listening to you all, I probably be that I wouldn't be a nun. But
You be 40 over. You be
Oh,
that chick that's walking around
that ain't
getting
nothing.
from everybody.
just knowing what I wouldn't let anybody in emotionally
Oh yeah.
like that.
Oh,
But
why
in
do you
emotionally
know?
versus physically getting
Look.
robbed off.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
I just
I
wouldn't.
think that's a big misconception.
It's a very big
Why?
misconception. Why you shot that I eat pussy?
Nigga, we done did this conversation already.
But hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
I mean, but you can't judge someone because someone can look at you and assume that you a little fairy. But you can't. Everybody.
Fucking new. I can't.
That's what. But that's where we at.
That's where you ate pussy and you said you did, didn't you?
I've been a whole married man before. That's not. I mean, but you can't judge. In today's world, you can't judge anybody. It could be somebody at this table that could have been the opposite sex. I'm just saying you don't know anymore. I'm not saying. No, but in today's world, you can't assume
In this
anything.
girl right here, I said I didn't know you ate pussy, now I know. Congratulations.
Well, it was
All I was saying, Mark, is that physically is one thing, and then emotionally is something else.
Yeah.
You were saying that
just by knowing what I know,
Right.
I just wouldn't want to open that door up. Emotionally or physically. Because to me, that they go together. You can't physically have something with somebody without some type of emotion. Now, you can control your emotions and hide them, but you can't exchange anything and there not be some emotion that's transferred.
You ain't never been a Sagittarius, sir.
Because you didn't fuck a bitch and I like them.
Yeah.
But if you keep going back to that bitch, you like something.
But that's the thing. You don't necessarily have to go back.
I don't think people realize that it is.
Not never.
I don't think people realize that there's
this Mercury shit needs to go back.
No, seriously.
When is it over?
No, seriously. I don't think people realize that they even are building emotions because you're so used to just. I've done it. You so used to just going with the ball. Some people don't. It's like denial. It's like a parent that don't want to. But it's like a parent that don't want to believe their child gay, but they just deep inside they were. So they in denial. I think a lot of people, when you fucking the same person, it's emotion there. You're going back for it. It's not just the sex. It's emotion. Because you realize a lot of the sex is going to change. First of all, and then you feel the sensitivity, like they real sexual, they're sensual now. They get a little bit more provocative with the little things they do. They add extra on
the fact that you can get aroused by, that's an emotion.
Right, exactly. You're building emotion within that. Of course, a fuck is just gonna be a fuck. You know, bitch, hit it.
I don't know about that.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
It's emotion there.
So if you know when you
I'm sorry. Like, if you decide that you want to pull out all of your best game, I just feel like you're trying to impress me. Like,
No,
there are no
emotions.
No.
If that person, then all of a sudden, what people don't realize, you know, when people realize they found emotion for that person, let that bitch stop calling.
Or accepting your
and you gonna be sitting like, what the fuck happened? Then you gonna keep trying to go back with them. Hey, what's up? And they be like, no, I'm good. You be like, damn, wait a minute, I've been doing this for 5 years.
And they phone every time.
Now you start realizing you had that's emotion. You had emotion all the time.
I don't think you always are conscious of it, but I think that it's there's an exchange there.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always an energy exchange when you have
always, always.
There's an energy exchange,
but however, you don't necessarily have to have any emotional connection to the person that you're having sex with.
At all. That's the assumption. I think the more you do it, I'm just saying, and just being honest.
Connection to the person you're having sex with.
And you dropping off.
Trying to get your nut.
That's hard. You're constantly going and having sex with that same person.
Assuming that you're going back. Because if you don't go back,
well, that's normally why you don't go. And you don't, but you don't go back because you don't want that door to open up somehow.
I disagree.
I'm sorry.
I disagree.
You know I keep my fingernails short.
So that's what is no emotion.
Socialites, I have one person. What type of woman would you be?
Go to our commercial first and then bring her.
Okay, I'm going to go to commercial break because I'm being urged to go to commercial break. Get your cocktails. Join in with some comments. This is Be Exposed Radio. This is the Cocktail Social. I'm Blue Waters and these are my socialites. Hey. Tune back in after these messages. Or whatever.
But like I was saying, like if I...
The one for me. Ever since then, we've been vibing on some chemistry. It's just a matter of time. I know she feeling my vibe. I got the keys to her ride. She put her
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man everything you said. This shit bigger than me, man. Like, yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up against, go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
That your head was good.
You live.
Welcome to Be Exposed Radio.
I don't know what's. Let me see.
This is Be Exposed. It's the Kocktail Social. We just got live in this mother.
Right.
It's about to get in.
That's the thing. You gotta just listen to this one. Don't watch it. Just listen. That's your mind.
Okay, so we left off with Mr. Gilmore. What type of woman would you be?
A gold digging whore, he says.
Now,
wait a minute, Jesus.
I mean,
I feel like if I can make money for it, why sit on it?
Ooh, you just go.
So
Okay.
you're just gonna be a prostitute.
I don't care enough about whether or not.
If I had, let me tell you,
every bill paid, I wouldn't even be here right now. My ass would be somewhere.
We in the same boat. Because if I was a female, I'm lying.
Well, you can do that in today's world. There's a lot of sugar mamas out there.
I don't know. I would have to get my Kable skills real good because I want to suck. I want to get that yolk, that soul right out of it. And
your romance sounds great in Kable balls.
They gave me a card and everything.
That's right. Because
40 grams.
You gotta have it. You have to have a certain skill to be able to pull the check out of a motherfucker's penis.
That's right.
So if you want your pussy to be so tight that you can lift a bitch off the bed.
Yes.
Call me.
Yes. I want to. Not even if I was a female. I want niggas to be outside and just stalking. I want them to be like, look, I want them to be killing themselves. Like everybody's like 10 of them on I-95 just jumping off of the viaduct.
You say that shit till a motherfucker stalk you.
First of all,
Right, I had a stalker.
What type of Jeepers Creepers X-Files pussy you trying to have?
I'm trying to have
fucking up souls. What the
Yes, I want the voodoo.
You want that Shane Chung pussy? Okay, got you.
First of all, on the downstroke, I want you to hear finishing. Downstroke, finishing. I want a motherfucker to be like, your soul is mine, and be like, a motherfucker be like, no, don't go to that. That's danger. Like, I want a whole skull and motherfucking crossbones at my door front. That's the type of pussy I want.
He said project pussy.
That is project pussy.
That's pussy I've been in my life. I'm project.
Oh, so you went on Donald Heights, but
No.
So you selected? Okay. No, we selected on it.
No.
That's that strong out pussy right there.
North or south side of Baltimore. That is only the east and west.
That's not even east and west. That's a whole nother. That's an island, ain't it?
No, but you can get that on the east and west. You cannot get that on the north and south of Baltimore.
No.
I'm sorry, north and south Baltimore. I'm just saying.
You can know what's there. They live in South Baltimore. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out.
I don't want to watch out for nothing in South Baltimore.
South Baltimore to have you strung out.
Got teeth.
That's that good stuff.
They don't.
What is the next question?
That's that dog.
I think it's time to move on.
You tell next question.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Johnny.
And I would like the next question. The next cocktail question is something that's like.
Oh shit.
Which group or artist gave you the best live performance?
Oh boy.
Let's say that again.
Which group or artist gave you the best
What
live
was the name of them
performance
chicks?
and
Janet
why?
Jackson was good as a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell you something. Underground music got some shit out there for your ass. And it ain't mainstream. Like, okay.
Because they still got the passion behind that word.
Yesterday. We did a performance.
Where did we do this performance?
So far.
And who performed?
Us there in a warehouse. It was a random like shit.
Nice.
Can I say first of all?
Just don't elbow me in my forehead.
He sung without band. And Mercury was in Gatorade.
We sang Acapulco.
They was Acapulco. And so there was a lot of pressure and a lot of shit happened.
Whole much of
My
shit.
good friend here
Whole
got
much.
into a big ass accident. And so the world was topsy-turvy for him. But he still came through. Because a bitch like me was like, okay, I was on my way home.
You just knew.
And I heard that he was in an accident. I was like,
oh, shoot, ain't no point in me commenting.
that was my conversation. And then the sky opened up and pissed on me. So I was like, you know what? Yeah,
You had a smile when you said that, though.
I did.
Because he like being wet.
I mean, I did. So,
but not that kind of wet.
I mean,
oh no,
no rainwater. They don't want that rainwater.
I'm trying to show you pictures.
That's the event.
So yeah. So I will say this. That was yesterday, but the performance that was there, that so far excellent.
It was great.
There was some singers there that was really good.
Oh my God, them chicks could sing.
No.
Somebody's indigo, false blue indigo, blue false indigo, or some such.
It was something to that effect.
Wait a minute, what was that?
They
A human breast. Wait.
Really good. There was a group out of Kansas. And
they were not from Kansas.
They was from
Kansas. My bad. I'm getting out of here. I'm sorry.
I remember because when that shit was going on outside of the storm, I was like, shit, we not in Kansas no more. We was on some old Wizard Balls type
They
shit.
had some tight ass harmonies.
Oh my God.
Like ridiculous.
They had 3 of them. They had a foot pedal and a shaker. And them sisters was singing.
They did that. They did the damn thing.
Well, so for real artists, I only can go on artists that I've seen in person.
I did.
You said who?
He did try it.
Said real artists.
He said for the real artists. People who make money for that craft.
So if you would let me finish explaining, that you would get what I was saying.
You better tidy that thing up.
So thank you. So
have a ball.
So what I'm saying is, I only can express on what I've seen. I'm only talk about 2 artists. Is been Linkin Park and Brandy that I've totally enjoyed live. Linkin Park can excuse me?
I had a tickle.
Oh, okay, thank you. So again, Linkin Park for me and Brandy. That, like I said, Brandy Norwood. I saw live many times. Oh, so no, I don't know about performer. No, she can sing. I said live performer. A performer is a performer. The bitch can walk around on stage and dance a little bit. That's performing.
She dance.
Okay, I'm not saying that she's getting up there like Janet. We're talking about Brandy. Thank you. And I enjoyed her tremendously. And she gave me a great concert.
You could have got that from the album.
Anyway, so
what is in that cup?
And so after that, so the reason why I
got 3 albums.
Real to fake, other great performance I like is when I go to karaoke's and people get up there and really, really sing. They give me, I get really, really good and excited to hear people that really get on there and blow. That amazes me because it's right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got no background. It's you. And it blows me away every time. So that's what I mean by when I say real singers. As far as artists, as far as karaoke.
As opposed to the fake singers?
No, I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
When you say real.
Absolutely. When I say real, I mean the ones that's out here making money, actually are in, got labels or underground, whatever. They doing their thing, CDs out. That's to me when I say real singers. When I'm talking about other people, I'm talking about karaoke.
Brandy got a CD?
So what you're not going to do is try to set me up and I'm trying to say that y'all group ain't real singers because that's where this is going.
Who did say that? I never even said that.
Because y'all real singers, you got a song out. He got many songs out. Y'all have a group.
I said my group. I think we real singers.
Oh, okay. Because I'm not being shady. Everybody think I'm being. Because
that's what he was looking for. Don't give it to him, though, because that's what he was looking for.
Okay, because I'm not being shady.
I was not. Hold on. That was a definite retrograde because I never said that.
That's
what
what
I'm saying.
That's
when
what
you say the
that was my
distinction between real.
Because
that's when you
that was
say
my assumption.
You could
because
have said
all four of them when I first said it was like, what you
Oh, you in the band? You in the band too?
I'm just saying.
You wanted to say
but then
when I first said it, when I first said it, all four of you
say y'all.
All y'all was like, oh.
She said, do not talk, don't retrograde.
You know what?
Black people.
Whatever.
I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck yes.
That's what I be talking about.
So, no.
I mean, I still didn't even know that y'all were singing anywhere, so I didn't get an invite. I didn't say Harris come. I didn't get an invite. Say, hey Harris.
What was the question?
Here we go.
I lost it because
this question because I was
like, him talking about Brandy. I got lost.
Brandy will do that to you.
I love Brandy. I like Brandy. On CD. I wouldn't go to a concert.
I like all that.
I want to see a performer.
But
I bought an album.
Damn, nobody say Janet Jackson give a good ass goddamn concert.
She does.
She did. Not lately. Not lately. It was, but it wasn't. It wasn't what we expected from what not expected. What we were used to. It wasn't what we were used to. What I was used to. I mean, she's 50 something, but what I'm used to is all out. Like that's a performance in me. For me to go to a concert, you ain't gotta sing, but your sound better be good. That recorder better be on point. But I want to see a real performance, some costume changes, some sweat. I want to see a full show.
But you know what? I will say this. This wasn't the Rhythm Nations tour. And this isn't the Velvet. This wasn't the Velvet. What? This wasn't the Velvet. Yeah, this wasn't the Velvet Rope, but this wasn't the Rhythm Nation. But she did.
She still, and I don't want to take nothing away from her. She's still a great performer. It's just not what when you go. I've been to most of her concerts, so when you expect a certain thing from somebody, and it's like she not moving or singing the way she used to.
I think that's because
that's 50. I think she's 50.
And also, I think also during the time of this last performance, she was married to her Islamic husband.
Not the one I went to.
No, this was the last one.
Last time she gave both when she was divorced and free.
But I think she's still practicing though.
I think
she took on the religion. Yeah.
Honestly, I think people fuck up by always going to YouTube and trying to think about what happened when they was 10 years old and they watched these performers and not letting these people age. Like
she's doing the same performances.
Ella Fitzgerald, people got to let her get older. And she was still doing and killing what she did. Did she say like she did in 1945? We don't know, but in 1992 it was still good. Yeah. Because you didn't always have to compare it to what she did then. Yeah. Like with, besides Whitney losing her voice and everything, nobody was able to really let her not have, fuck that, Mariah Carey's still alive. People still compare Mariah to her when she was 19. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
but you know what I will say with the artists such as that, I think that when you set a standard, like when you have, like for instance, when Mariah Carey first came out, she was like our modern age Minnie Riperton. She had range, she could write a song, and she could sell that shit. And then the thing is that you see her live, and it's like, okay. And now I've never seen her live, but my thing is I used to love listening to Mariah Carey because I was like, she could sing. But I think with artists, and I think as a fan, as a person who loves and enjoys music, when I go to see an artist, I'm expecting the album. or something close to.
But see,
I don't want that.
But see,
I want better.
I think
I want better.
But see, I think the artist
at
does
least
that.
The minimum is
see, and I think that's where artists mess themselves up. Mariah Carey was one of the ones that tried to make herself sound like her album, and you can't sustain that over a life because your voice will age, your body will age. So well, she ain't doing no dancing, but your voice is gonna age, so you'll never be that 21-year-old.
But see, for her,
singer
I
again.
think with her talent, she could have done so much with her voice creatively.
Yeah, I mean,
But she was under that machine.
She was sounding like her album. I think that's a good thing. That means that was naturally her voice. I think.
But we know that's not always the truth.
But the thing is, we look at people like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, these singers of that era. They are the most toured singers of all time. Brandy and Monica fall into this as well. Then their touring slacked up when they got to the ages that Mariah and Whitney got to. But when Mariah and Whitney got to the ages that Monica and Brandy are at now, they were still touring heavily. That is not natural for anybody's voice. Period. Nobody is supposed to sing that much. Everybody say, "Oh, opera singers sing for a season. It is like 3 or 4 months out the year, and then they resting for the rest of the year." These singers toured. Whitney toured more than any other singer.
But you know what?
And think of using that voice day in, day out. Your voice is going to change.
That's
I think
and
it's
it naturally
retarded for
has
people to think
changed.
that your voice is not going to.
Right.
Patti LaBelle only has a falsetto right now. Nobody will tell her.
But these are those, like Whitney and Pat. They still styled their voices as they got older. Not Whitney as much, but they learned how to use where they were with their voice. I mean, but she know how to perform. She's a performer.
You just enjoy Patti LaBelle. Patty. Look, she going. It's fun, circus, but it's not.
No, not circus.
I will have you before I cut the break. We will not do Patty like.
No,
give me a
not
hand.
Bonds and Bell.
Give me a hand.
What time?
Regular brothers.
Not the regular brothers.
With that being said,
8:45.
we're going to cut the break. This is Be Exposed Radio. We have the Cocktail Social. These are my Socialites on Blue Waters.
Yeah.
And we'll tune back in, get your cocktail after these messages.
I think who surprised me was Tony.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization.
Okay.
I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known that.
Normal to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social. You work in social innovation and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel. Let's
If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head and I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Work them old, time to wear the cash. If you wear the cash, time to wear the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. That was all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack. Drinking with uncle, we only do jack. How I'm alive, I thank God for that. Praying about it, things getting better. Open it up with my name on the letter. Why you crazy about it? Saying whatever, you shy to be you. You know you gotta be you. Sometimes I need privacy too. Yeah, you know I ride. You know I ride, and you know you ride for me too. Yeah, you know I. Look, you like getting that hit for real. When it's me and Murray, just us, we chill. I'm in a rush to get off to get you. Never ever had to floss to get you. Pay the dues that it cost to kiss you. Rug burns on the carpet with you. Oh yeah. Come on, dog, throw this in there. Had to dedicate this to the homie out of New Orleans. Break. Said she wanna bump that. You gonna do it? Go ahead, do it.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up, but
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry's show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm gonna do it.
Welcome back to the Cocktail Social, and we are at our last moment. I have one more question. All right. I got a question. If you found out for certain there was a heaven or hell, how would you change your life?
No, because I don't think I'm that bad.
I think I'll be more forgiving.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think I'm human. I make mistakes.
Yeah.
But so then they say a sin is a sin is a sin. So if a murder is the same equivalent as me stealing a pencil, then I don't know, because that means they adding up how many sins you did in order to determine whether you went to heaven.
Yeah, they weigh the same.
Yeah, but if you only did one murder, but I stole 10 pencils and they all add up to be the same, a sin is a sin is a sin.
No, it's just sin.
I'm a heavier sinner than what you are.
It's not the quantity of what you did. It's the sin.
The fact that you did.
So you a thief and you a killer. Those are two sins.
So they said no sin outweighs another. So
right.
Sin is a sin is a sin.
It's not
so if I only murder a bitch one time, but I steal a fucking pen 16 times.
Same flavor.
Right. Me 16 times is worse than me killing a bitch.
It's not because it's not the quantity. You think about the quantity.
It's the same thing.
I think
Trust
that shit adds up, because if a sin is a sin is a sin, that means no sin outweighs another sin. Right. So if I steal a pencil 14 times and you only steal one,
steal a pencil
and you gotta one time, that's not what you're saying, though.
No, if you steal a pencil one time,
what you're saying is that there is the quantity makes the sin heavy. Mm-hmm. What we're saying
but no sin outweighs another.
Hold on. We're saying that. Mm-hmm. We're saying that if this cup and this pen were on the same scale, this pen is the same weight as this cup.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
and even though you can have liquid in this cup, it's still the same, regardless of whether this is murder or this is.
So again, if I only murder once, if stealing a pencil is just as bad as killing a bitch, if I only murder once and I steal a pen 14 times, then the person that steals 14 pens is worse off than the person that
it's not worse. It's the same.
Because it's a sin is a sin.
Because you a thief.
You stole a pen 14 times.
It don't matter. The first first pen you stole is still the same as that murder.
Okay, but that first sin is according to that same pen. That first pen that you stole is equivalent to that murder.
Even if we go into the logic,
14 times, but I never heard it again. Then it's still more sense.
But even if we're going on your logic, I think I would make it to heaven stealing 14 pens than someone murdering someone, taking a life. So to me, the pens to me is shit. Us person murder. But it's not. But it's
all sinners or sinners or motherfuckers.
Right. So if they stole,
one sin outweighs another sin. If my sin is still that pen,
right? No. What I'm saying is, what it is.
Because the problem we have right now is that we're trying to, in some way, impart our human shit to what God thinks of as a sin, which is something we can't do. Now, the only thing, biblically speaking, if that's what we're going by, is heaven and hell. And even with the 10 Commandments, if we're going by that, these are things that separate you from God.
Right.
So if you are stealing, and it is moving you further away from God, and that is becoming something you're doing now, in the process of you doing this, you're losing your humanity, which is your connection to God. Right. Then that is what the sin is. Right. So if you murder somebody, the reason why you can repent and all of that good stuff is because in that moment, yes, you were lost, but at some point you're supposed to be found. Right. But it's all about your connection to God, because if you're connected to God, you're connected to self. Right. And it's all this whole circle. Right. But the thing is that it has nothing to, like, if you can sit here and weigh all of this stuff. Jesus said whole parable, I wish I could pull out my ass right now, but I can't. But there's a whole parable about people trying to weigh all of this. Because the issue is that how close to God, because if you're close to God, if you have this love, then I'm not going to steal from you. Right. If I have this love for you, then I'm not going to commit adultery against somebody. I'm not going to, disobey my parents. I'm going to, even going back to what you were saying about what do you love about humanity, because I didn't get to answer that. The thing I love about, I'm going to retire into this, my sermon will be done in a minute. What I love about humanity is that we have a chance for redemption. And that in everything, we are all given all of these multiple chances to redeem ourselves.
Repent.
If I had one chance every time, I'd be fucked over for life. But we all have the capacity to evolve.
So if you found out that if you found out for certain that there was a heaven or hell, how would you change your life?
I wouldn't. I still keep living for God. I do that now. My thing now, every day, and I fall every fucking day. That's why I love that song. Please be patient with me.
God is not through with me yet.
Because I feel like God loves my humanity. Right. And I feel like a lot of people think God doesn't love their humanity.
But I think this question, honestly, I think it's a good question. I think you should answer next week, because we really wasn't able to really indulge, because I have a lot of feelings about this question. So should
I interject it next week?
Yeah, I think that should be one next week, because I have issues with that question, because I want to say because I grew up in church, I want to go what the Bible says and what people say. So I want to answer and be like, well, if there was a heaven, of course I want to go there. Right. So I guess I need to change what I do sexually and be with a woman, not a man. But then the other side of me that's growing now, I have my difficulty believing in the Bible now because of trust issues. I'm like, I don't know. Exactly. Is it man? And so it also, but
it could be your only sin. You should say so-called sin. Like if your only sin is.
But now what I'm saying now as a grown up, I know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now.
Lose the sin
now.
part.
I don't look at it as a sin.
But literally, lose the sin part of it. My question is, because you went to church. Church is man. Like, where would you go to? How would you feel? How would you be connected? Because the thing is, nobody's going to get you in heaven. Church is
right, exactly.
The only thing that's going to get you there to heaven, however you believe it to be, is you.
Right.
And I don't think that because you
and your relationship.
Like I love you too, LaShawn.
Make the assumption like, because you're gay, then you can't possibly make it to heaven. But my thing is, if my only sin was being gay, I mean, I'm not gay, but if your only sin was being gay, and you out here, doing things for humanity and doing good by people, you mean to tell me that I'm gonna be sent to hell because my sexual preference.
But that little voice that sticks here, growing up in church, even though I feel exactly what you're saying right now, I'm 125% with you because I feel like I do so much good that this shouldn't matter. But because I grew up in the church as a child coming up, it's still that voice that fucks with me that tells me, oh, you think because you're doing all this, you're gonna make it, you still gay, you still going to hell. And I'm just being real. And I know that's what's be, you know.
So that's where we're going to put a pin in it. So next week, this has been the Cocktail Social. This is Be Exposed Radio. I'm your host, Blue Waters. These are my socialites. And I just want to end it with just one statement. I think you're pretty fucking gay, Miss Mizell. And off of that, we'll see you next week.